Hey guys, what's going on? My name is JMT. I am the social media lead here for Michael Zombies, and I just want to make a quick video with you guys to showcase everything that we talked about for the next Michael Zombies update that was in the live stream. If you guys missed the live stream, you will be executed. There was a lot that we went over, and I just want to share it in one video for you guys so you don't have to sit there and just go through the live stream and try to pick out everything. We'll go through it all here in this simple video, okay? This update should hopefully be releasing by the end of this month. That is the plan, and I'm pretty positive it's going to happen. So yeah, let's go through everything. The first noticeable thing is, of course, the new perk here. PhD is finally entering the game. It's going to be called PhD Crashout, and it's not going to be how you're used to normal PhD being, where you slide and does explosions or you take no fall damage. This has actually been completely customized and revamped for a Michael Zombie setting. So we have PhD Crashout. Let's go ahead and bite it, bad boy.
While you are airborne and you press C, you'll do a little third-person Thunder Crash animation, somewhat similar to how Destiny 2 Thunder Crash works. And this was my vision for PhD for a long time. I just never got around to adding it until now. And people always ask, you know, why aren't you just like adding PhD as like a thing? And it's because I wanted to do something more unique. Other than doubling explosive damage, making you resistant to explosives, you get this ability where you jump up in the air and deal AoE damage around you. Right now, there isn't a cooldown. I don't think I wanted to add a cooldown anyways. We'll be retroactively adding it to maps that are already existing.
So with PhD Crashout, this is going to be doing an AoE, actually, an area of effect damage. It's not going to be something that kind of just helps you with your stats or whatsoever. This is going to be something to use to damage zombies and whatnot. This is how it looks. Very shiny, and it was also teased in the teaser trailer as well. To activate this, you just hit space and then C, and as in C I mean crouch, so you space crouch, and this will do damage to zombies. So let's spawn a couple of zombies here, and here's what it does. I just missed. Very cool perk. I think a lot of you are going to enjoy it.
The base damage of Crashout is 4,000 damage, with a fall off to 50% at the very edge of the radius. It also does percentage max damage, by the way. I forgot to mention that. That's a good point. It does 5% max health damage. If those of you who use the Pack-a-Punch Flamethrower will probably enjoy that, because for those of you who don't know, the Pack-a-Punch Flamethrower does percentage max health damage as well, making it literally viable on every single round. Crashout is also the same deal, where it does 5% max health damage, so no matter how strong the zombies are, if you hit them with Crashout like 20 times, they will die, even if it's like round 1000 or something crazy, which is something I wanted to give to the high round people as well.
Let's move on to the new attachment. We're having a new attachment type in Michael Zombies, and it's going to be called ammo types. These are going to be stuff that you can equip onto your weapons, and it's going to affect how the weapon performs. It's going to affect the damage. It's going to affect how you shoot, the fire rate, even some customization as well, which would be really cool. So let's go ahead and hop into it. These are the ones that we got so far. There might be more coming out in the update, but these are the ones that we showed in the stream. Most of these work with all the weapons, but I'm just going to be using the specific guns that we showed in the stream. So with Dragon's Breath, we use the shotgun. This turns your rounds into like a fire type. And this will apply a burn effect onto zombies. And it will do damage over time, which would be really cool. All right, next, let's do the slugs. This will work well for the shotgun. It'll tighten the spread, is what I'm trying to get at here. So it'll tighten the spread of your weapon. Make sure you do more accurate shots. And it'll also turn your shells green, as you can see when we load in the shells now. They're green, to let you know that that's the ammo type that's being used. Really quick, we do have an image here, a model, I guess you could say, of all the ammo types that are going to be used. All right, next we got Money Shot. This one's going to be super noticeable. So it's called Money Shot for a specific reason. It's going to be basically your point farmer weapon. So it's not going to do a lot of damage, and it's not really going to be that easy to control, as you can see. The spread is insane. The spread on this thing is almost the entirety of this wall here. And it has a little cash dollar effect that pops out when you shoot to show that you're using the money shot, which is really cool. This is going to help you build up your points, though, 100%. All right, next we have Hollow Point. I think we showcased this with the Walther. So Hollow Point is going to be hard to show inside of this video, but basically it's going to be able to allow you to penetrate more zombies. Let's see if we can do that here. Oh my gosh, we move them out of the way. There we go. That didn't do anything. In a nutshell, probably more damage and more penetration with the hollow point attachment. All right, next we got snake shot. This will be nice to show with a single shot rifle here. So let's get the Gewer, for example. As you can see, this is what it looks like right now. You shoot one bullet, but if we put on the snake shot ammo type, you will now be shooting multiple bullets. The fire rate on this is going to be slower as well. So let me just go ahead and remove all attachments, and I will shoot this as fast as I can. But now when we put on the snake shot, where it allows you to shoot more, I will try to do the exact same thing. You can see the fire rate is much slower, but of course, you are trading that for more bullets coming out of the weapon. And the final one here is fireworks. This one also will apply the burning effect onto zombies, and it does AoE as well. Actually, we could show that on multiple zombies here. So when we shoot one zombie, you can see that they have a burning effect on them. And this does do damage over time. And it is AoE because it applied it to all the zombies as you saw, which is very cool. This one also shows the fireworks coming out of your gun, which is really visually pleasing. Also shows that you have that ammo type on. And those were all of the ammo types that were shown so far. Next thing I want to talk about is the new weapon that's going to be added to Michael Zombies officially. This was first shown in the summer update, which really wasn't a map. That was more so just for the event that we were in, the games event. And we had the 30-30 Justice in there as one of the mini games. This gun will now be arriving to Michael Zombies, so you guys can use it. It is a lever action. I think a lot of people are going to like this gun. It's a very cool gun. Lever actions just seem to be a popular vote for weapon selection when it comes to games that have lever actions. So I think a lot of people are going to like this gun. And it was talked about a lot about adding the 30-30 Justice to Michael Zombies. So we did listen and we are adding it. One thing as well that we're adding is an ability to have an unsawed-off shotgun.
With the double barrel, we added the unsawed-off barrel. Almost a new gun. Technically, it's still the sawed-off. Your RPM is halved, the bullet spread has been drastically increased, and the actual damage has been increased drastically as well.
So with the double barrel here, if we have the unsawed-off attachment, this will actually turn it into the coach gun is what we're calling it. There is a funny story to this, why this weapon is now entering the game, and I will include the segment from the live stream into this video right now.
I actually have some lore based on this weapon. So originally, when Joe and I were working on the Michael Zombies 1 update for the Michael Barrel update, we actually wanted to add a longer double barrel shotgun called the Coach Gun, and it's right here. I actually found it in the old files of the game. You can equip it. It's gonna... I wouldn't put attachments on it because it's gonna break. This was originally like Joe's really old idea for a weapon, but we never ended up adding some of those like weapons. So this unsawed off is kind of like the spiritual successor to like cut beta content.
All right, we do have a couple of attachments here for you guys that are going to be new as well. These ones are going to be visual, and they will also change the way your weapon sounds for some of them.
With side attachments, we wanted to like bring a lot more, and a big part of the side attachments was honestly kind of an excuse for us to add a little more like cosmetic things to your guns. So with side attachments, they're probably the most diverse in every aspect, or in how it changes the gun's functionality.
For example, if we look at the redwood varnish here, let's equip that. It's best shown on the Gewer because it has the wood all over the weapon, as you can see. But if we attach the redwood varnish, you can see it changes the visual of it, changes the wood to a more varnish. Redwood varnish, literally is what it says. We got the DIY kit. This makes your gun basically cardboard, and it does change the way it sounds.
We're still figuring out how this one is going to function, but it turns your weapon completely into cardboard. Why? It's a very good question.
One of my ideas, I think, was to make the cardboard gun just completely useless, like it doesn't even shoot, but I think it's supposed to give you like a movement buff or something. That was one idea. The other idea was to make it so that it does like literally 0 damage, or like you can still shoot with it, which would be a really good point farmer.
Next, we got recoil springs. This will actually decrease your recoil to help you out. So let me go ahead and grab an LMG for this one. So without the recoil springs, as you can see, this is the recoil for the gun. And if we put the recoil springs on, this should help with the recoil. As I'm looking at it, I think it also just decreases your recoil. Like, it goes the other way. Yeah, it brings your recoil down. It basically inverts your recoil. So that's what recoil springs does. If you want to do the opposite of that and have more recoil, we got a new one here called Rapid Fire. I like showing this one on the PPSH. The PPSH's fire rate is just insane to begin with. And if we add this new attachment onto it, it's going to make it even more crazy. So this is how the PPSH normally shoots. And then if we have Rapid Fire, this increases the fire rate of the weapon. This is how it shoots now. And I think this will be shown better on the wall over here. So this is without. And now we're going to put on the rapid fire. And this is with the new attachment. Fire rate has been buffed an insane amount. All right, and the last one here is galvanized coating. This does change the metal of the weapon to make it, I think, like a more orangish tint. Yeah, as you can see there, it did change the metal a little bit. This is just more for customization. I don't think it affects anything. There is going to be a new suppressor here, okay? This is going to change the way the weapon sounds, and it's also going to give a black outline to your weapon, which is going to be really cool. As you can see, that looks very nice. It looks like something in an anime or something. I don't know. Does that make sense? I'm going to move on. This is how it sounds now. Very cool suppressor. I think a lot of people are going to be using that one, including myself. I do like that suppressor. It's very nice. And the last thing I want to talk about here is the new flashlights. It's going to have 3 flashlights for you guys to use in the attachment section. We got the normal flashlight, the basic one. We'll use it on the trench. Let's put the flashlight on the trench. There we go. So in dark places of maps now, if you have the flashlight on, you'll be able to see it better. We also have a scrapped light version. This is just going to be the OG flashlight model, and it'll make the flashlight more of a yellowish tint for any of those players that would like that old yellow version. And then also the most important one is a UV light. So this will be an attached UV light on the bottom of your weapon. And this is also going to highlight some Easter eggs that you guys could find in maps now, because of course with the UV light, we'll be able to see some things hidden that no normal eye would not be able to see. For example, here we could see a Michael silhouette here, Michael head silhouette, if we have the UV light on. So there'll be some Easter eggs and some sneak stuff inside of maps now if you're using the UV light attachment, so watch out for that. The Freddy the Fazbear Pack-a-Punch machine will not be in the game, okay? This is just here. I don't know why. Kill me.
The other part of the MZ1 update, this is actually an MZ2 feature that we're working on, but I've been wanting to integrate it into MZ1 as like a little trial run / test, is a pseudo party system. So as you can see, Mr. Jiggle Monster Technologies and I are in a game together, and I'm gonna go ahead on the top right of the leaderboard, invite him to my party. So I sent him a party invite, and he can accept it or decline. He accepted it, and now we have an active party up here. And as party leader, I can just disband the group. I can kick him. I can just do whatever. I'm just going to disband the party. So now it's all gone. The new leaderboard on the right is part of the party system that we're adding. And I'm just going to invite a bunch of these fake players to my party, like so. You'll be able to start a match with your friends. Now, this doesn't make lobbies private, because that would invalidate the use of private servers, for one. But it does make it easier to start a game with your friends. And as well, the leaderboard on the right will organize based on priority. It will prioritize your friends first, and also any devs and people that work on the game will have custom colors as well, based on the group. As you can see as well, we're working on a custom banner system. This is likely to be more of an MZ2 thing than an MZ1 thing, but like when you open up someone's little profile on the right, they will have like a custom banner. Right now it's just all set to Jake's, but this will be a thing as well that counts towards the progression of MZ2 stuff that allows you to further enhance and customize yourself.
A lot of the stuff that's going to be in Michael Zombies 1 for the future, for updates and stuff, I think a lot of it is just more so testing for crap that's going to be thrown into MZ2. So most of the stuff here is going to be integrated into the next game as well. And that's pretty much everything that the new update has to offer. Again, if you weren't there for the live stream, quickly gonna wrap everything into a nutshell. Michael Zombies 2 is being worked on. We have a bunch of people, a huge team of people working on Michael Zombies 2, and we're really shifting our focus into that game. We're not going to be really doing too much with Michael Zombies 1 anymore. However, this is still the game that is going to be, you know, paying for everyone. Still bringing in the money to help support our creators and just to support the team. So we are trying our best just to go ahead and throw in some stuff that we can, but just know that hopefully by the end of the year, we will have some tests testing for Michael Zombies 2, so you guys could check that out. We showcased a lot of Michael Zombies 2 inside of that live stream once again, so please go ahead, check it out. It'll be either on JMT's channel or it'll be on the Michael Zombies channel, so please go ahead, take a peek. Anyways, guys, that's all we have to share with you guys today for the next upcoming update for Michael Zombies. It should be out in the next week or two, hopefully by the end of this month, and we hope you guys will enjoy all the stuff that we shared. I'm gonna leave now.